Welcome to this tutorial on doing tack warping for Nicktoons Attack of the Toybots speedruns. To do this trick, you need tack, and you can just select them as one of your characters. Now to do this trick, and it's much easily, you just enter in his master model level right here, which is after Patrick's and before Timmy's in Zone 1, in Factory Zone 1. After this loading screen, just skip the cutscene, and then during the while it happens, hold right on your analog stick. Doing this will cause you to land right here, and because normally you will land right here if you just mash it. You'll just land right here, and then you'll just probably jump. So after you do this, just do jumps right here. You'll land on this platform right here, and eventually you'll land on this area right here. And you do the same thing right here as well. Now just time your jumps and with the circuits, so that way it won't be too low and then fall back down, or and that way you'll just be able to play it safe. So from here, you'll actually have to do a jump. The reason you'll have to do a jump is because if you try and walk towards the left, you won't make contact with the trampoline. Even with rolling, it won't do anything. So regardless, you still have to jump either way, and it's best to do it, and it's best to know to do it as soon as you're out, as soon as you land, rather than having to wait a bit and then do this, because this will cost a little bit of time. So just do it around the time you land, and then right here, just land, and then you jump on this. You jump on that trampoline. You go towards this part right here. And from here, you just land on this trampoline, and it's best to do it safe with 2 jumps just in case, or you can do it with 1 as I just did right there. So from here, you just land on this one, and now you have to be careful right here. You do not want to double jump right there, because it might cause the level to render and then the trick to fail. So this is mainly where the tack warping is going to happen. So what you want to do is you want to make sure to get the timing in the middle perfectly, or at least accurately. Easiest way to do it is to know when the spike is heading towards the center part, and then so like right towards the edge of the right side, you just do a walk and then you do a jump. So from there, you'll then just fall through, and then you just and you'll try and land around the platform that's coming up afterwards. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it right now. Okay, so even though I did fail and I didn't land on the platform and I died, I still landed on the area right here. You don't have to land exactly on the platform, but at least just right here, just around right here. In general, if you land at least right here, then you got this trick successfully. Now do not go up here, because if you go up here, the level will render and then it will fail. So what you need to do is go here to the right, do 2 jumps. You can take the risk and do that, or you can just do this casually and then just do it with simple jumps on each of those platforms. So you want to do is land on that trampoline, go right here. Now you can just skip the trampoline on the left and then just do this jump and do this. It's a bit of a risk if you're not too used to timing, but with enough practice you'll get used to it. So then you'll just land over here. You'll land on this trampoline. You'll do 2 jumps, land on this part right here. Gotta be careful not to jump too high up, because if you jump too high, you'll land on those spikes right there and then you'll die. So then you go right here, you land on right here, and then you do another jump, and then you'll just land right here again. And right here, you can see that the level is not rendered and the skybox is shown. And there's no way to you can pretty much progress, but it's just not gonna result in anything else. The rest of the level won't render from here on out. So from here, you're gonna be able to do the warp. So to do this, to get the timing for jumps for getting the warp, you just want to try and time it around the time you see tack is about to fall towards right around when tack is around the edge of the platform, and then you do your second jump when you see that he is right above, when he's above with the left part of this, with the left edge of that the spiky area right there. So if done correctly, it should be like this. And then you'll land right around here. Now this part, you want to try and just walk towards the right and just continue holding right. Now as you can see, we are now going out of bounds, and this is what is going to cause us to go from Zone 1 Master Model level for tack to Zone 3 Master Model level. So as you can see, this, the background has changed, is now going to a light color, and as soon as it changes to the old image, you just hold left. So right now, oh. Alright, yeah, I messed it up, and I had an input drop. Sorry about that. Okay, so doing it again, just continue holding right. And then once everything is gone, you'll just see that the image from the back is going to disappear, and it's going to turn into that lime green color. So continue holding right. and then once it shows the skybox image again, you'll have to hold left, and then if needed, you can do jumps to land perfectly. Now you can either you'll land around this area. If you need to, you can do your you can use your double jump, or you can just do a single jump. Or if you land right here, it's okay. You can just do this, and then you just land right here. So from here, you'll see that circuit on the right side. You want to grab that circuit, and then on your second jump, you just land right here on these spikes, because you'll get a checkpoint, and you'll be able to land and do the next trick, which is doing the exact same thing for this circuit right here. Once you're in this part right here, you die, and then you wait, and then you fall, and then you continue holding right. Now this one requires the timing with both of your jumps. So you continue holding right. As you can see, the background is lime green again. Now when the skybox image is shown, you want to do a single jump. You want to be quick with it, but not too quick where you do both. So you can see you did the first one, and you'll see these circuits right here on the right side. And then you'll land on the trampoline if timed correctly. And then from here on out, you do this like normal. You just gotta make sure to get past the timing of the cycles. And then you just do double jumps for each of these platforms. Now from here, you want to land in between those two circuits, and then just die from that point, because you'll land right there. And then from here, you just again gotta time the cycles, and just purposely die right here, because you'll still make it through there. And of course, again with the cycle timing, if done correctly. But if in case you fail and you die right there, you'll land right here, so you'll still get passed through. Now this cycle is a bit slower, so you'll have to potentially wait a bit more than the other ones. Then from here, you do double jumps again, and then you jump on this one, you jump right here, and then you'll land on these platforms. You can do a roll if you want, and then right here requires a little bit of timing when it comes to doing this. So what we want to do is wait for that to go away. You jump on this part right here, the top part, and you can just jump right here, do this, and you gotta be quick. You gotta wait for that one to go away. Once you know that this one is going away from the top part, that's when you do your double jump. And then you want to wait a bit, and then try to land towards the circuits right there, if done correctly. And then you try and land on the circuit up here, and you gotta do this one as well. It's a bit riskier for this one, so it's a bit difficult because the speed of these ones are slow, and the hitboxes are kind of there. Okay, so doing this again, and then you land right here. You gotta wait for that one to go away, and then you could just land right here. Then you land on these ones, and then you land on this platform. If you fail, you can just quickly you'll either land on the bottom platform right there, or if you still have if timed perfectly with your jumps, you can land right here. Oh, all right. So you just want to make sure to avoid these ones with the right timing, and just wait right here, and you can do this. But in case you're unable to do that, you can just do this. Hold on. Sorry. Up. It's a bit tough. It's a bit difficult. It's mainly like with the areas that were like right there that I skipped across. You can land right there in case you don't want to take the risk of dying to this and then having to restart it again in case you lose a little bit of time. Anyways, so what you do from here, you do a double jump and then you land on this one. You do another double jump and land on this one, and then just again with the same thing right here. Now you just continue walking until you do a jump at this platform right here. You'll land on this trampoline, and then you gotta wait for the timing for that one, and then you can just skip through that one and then avoid it and then not die. From here, you want to do a double jump because you can just get that right trampoline right there, and by doing this, you just land on this trampoline, and then you do another double jump. You gotta be careful because if you do it too high, you'll land on that spike and die, and then you just land right here. Now for this one, it's a little bit difficult to do, but it's much easier. What you want to do is you want to try and have tack towards the edge, like land on the edge, so that way when he does his jump, he lands. When he does his jump, it's towards the end of the trampoline, but enough for him to still get his double jumps. So in a time correctly, you should be able to land on that platform right there. So, but you also gotta be careful to make sure again with the timing of the spike right here. So as you can see, I just did it correctly. Another option would be like not like hitting towards the trampoline, like like that, but that's a little bit of a risk. But just for playing safe, you can just do it like this. Give me a second. Oh, I did it too low. Yeah, you want to make sure not to jump too low or be not as far to the edge of that trampoline. Or you can just continue holding right like that if you get your timing well. So from here, you just do a double jump, and you land on this trampoline. You just do this like normal, and you're done. You just did the warp. So now you're all the way in the master model chamber for Factory Zone 3 tack level. And then you just do this like normally. Now I will say this trick is possible on the Nintendo Wii version as shown here, because this is and it's also possible on the actual consoles and emulators. This is on Dolphin. Now it's possible on PS2 and the Wii version. It's just requiring a little bit of time and making sure to not mess up. So after you're done with the master model level, you'll then land around this area right here. As you can see, 3, 2, 1. You'll land right here, and now we're all the way in Factory Zone 3 with the master model completed. Now what you're supposed to do mainly afterwards is just complete the level from here, but there is one key important thing to know after you do it. At some point after you do it, you actually have to do this one trick, otherwise the game will freeze. So what you need to do is at some point when you're done, you can do it when you're done with Factory Zone 3 for your run, or just whenever. What you need to do is you actually gotta head to Amity Park, and you don't select the level. You can just land right here on the select screen, and you can just back out from here. The reason you do this is because the game probably figures out if you've completed Amity Park as well before entering Professor's Lair. Because if you try entering Professor's Lair without doing this trick, it will crash the game. So from here on out, that's basically it for the attack wrong warping. Make sure to not forget to do the Amity Park thing. It's best to do it as soon as you're done with Factory Zone 3, just so you won't have to worry about it afterwards. I hope this tutorial was helpful enough, and I hope that you'll start to learn to do tack warping and eventually get used to it. Thank you very much for watching, and see you guys around.